Hello, I'm back with another stack of Marvel Treasuries. Um, I call these one-shot books as well as some kids treasuries in here. They, I'm not sure the rhyme or reason why Marvel did continue to print the book based on the number series from 1 to 28, but they came out with a bunch of one-shot treasury. But here's a stack of it, and first up is this spectacular Spider-Man. Here's my beautiful copy. I actually like this one a lot because it reprinted three of the classic Ditko storylines. And if you're a big Steve Ditko fan, you will love these extra large reprints. It is really good. I like Steve Ditko. I appreciate his contribution. But I love John Romita Jr. much more as far as an artist for Spider-Man. But I did enjoy flipping through this great book. So if you're a Steve Ditko fan, I think you will be pleased to read the reprints in this treasury. Next up is probably one of my favorite, more so because of the color. I love red, and this book is just gorgeous. This is a really tough book to find in high grade. It's one of those few treasury that, this one here, as you can see, have a couple of spine stress on the spine here, but other than that, the rest of this book is beautiful. Not even one thumb crease. The sad thing is, the way these books were produced, often you find many of them with just a lot of thumb crease on the cover because the way they are made, they are heavy stock. So young kids would read them and bend them back, and so you usually see a ton of flaws on the right side of the book just from reading it. But luckily I was able to find this copy in really good condition. As far as the interior, it's okay, nothing special. I will probably talk more about Jim Starlin, who got his start with this series for the most part, and I think he's one of those artists that improve over time because his earlier work I didn't think was as sharp, but they were good, but I think over time he's really good. I just want to flip through this one storyline. The first time I flipped through this book, I did a double take for a second because I thought, let me show you. What does this look like to you? That's a pretty darn good drawing. It looked Neil Adams-ish, right? So the first time I flipped through this real quickly, I was like, whoa, I didn't know Neil Adams draw any books for, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. And then, I flipped to the front and find out that it was drawn not by Neil Adams, but one of his longtime inker. Okay, Dick Giordano. So it's kind of funny how how some of the drawing look really good, and then some of the drawings are not good. So it's it's I'm not sure what he it's kind of funny when you see some of the drawing here like these that was somewhat crude, and then you have a picture like that. So maybe he swiped that picture. And then here you have the one shot with Captain America. This came out in 1976. It's a great book. I like this one a lot. It's a beautiful Jack Kirby cover, and inside is done by Jack. Jack wrote and draw this book, but he had some help from I'm guessing John Romita, Herb Trim, and the young Barry Windsor Smith. I'm pretty sure B. Smith stands for Barry Windsor Smith. I never checked to see if that's true, but I would not be surprised. It's a great book. You know, it's a lot of you know, if you're a big Kirby fan, there is every reason to love this book. It's really well drawn. It's a fun read. You know, incredible. I love it. Not an easy book to find in high grade either, but I'm glad to have this copy. And then in the back, you have the picture of Captain America and Uncle Sam. Let's see what's in the back of. This is the beautiful back cover here of Fu Manchu. Very nice. Yes, often I forget to flip over the back because, you know, I gotta remember that, you know, for treasuries, both the back and front have art, not just, you know, not like the regular comic books where you only see the art in the front for the most part. And then you have, of course, the reprint of the G.I. Joe book. This one is actually pretty tough to find in high grades. You know, my copy is okay. There's some issues on the spine, I think, a couple. But it's hard to find in high grade because, you know, it's kind of flimsy, and, you know, it's not as heavy or thicker than the typical Treasury, so I think it's easier to damage. Plus, you know, I think the average kid that bought this book would read it a couple of times, beat it up, but there you go. You know, you have a G.I. Joe book, and perhaps the hardest book to find Treasury in high grade is this one. I have seen two near mint plus book copy of this book, and they are just stunning gorgeous. I've seen two of them, and they went for crazy money. I think they went for over $100. So I was not about to spend that kind of money on a Treasury, so it took me a while. This is one of the last few books that I need. Let's see, there's a sticker there, KB Toy Store, I guess. But as you can see, here's my copy. It's probably in the fine range. It came out in 1982. It's fun. I love the Smurf, but like I said, this one has an awesome back cover. It's cute. You know, my son loved this. You know, every time he wanted to read this, I had to take it out and flip it through for him because it's already beat up enough that I want to be careful with it. But it's fun. You know, like I said, I think it's really difficult to find in high grade. And here is the other two that I think is also very hard to find high grades, just because I think if the intended market is for really young kids like the Smurf, you are not going to get a lot of high grade, because, you know, people buy these things for kids, not collectors, and you know, kids will love it and they will read it a million times. Here we go. This is a beautiful copy of the Flintstone. Okay, have maybe one or two spine stress point, as you can see, but other than that, the rest of the book is razor sharp white page. This book is crazy hard to find in high grade, and this book is gorgeous. I was very surprised to find this on eBay a few years ago. I was stunned. It's one of those few times where I bought something with bad pictures and made out okay. The same with Yogi Bear. I believe I bought both from the same seller. Look at this book. I have a couple of spine stress right there, as you can see. But the rest of the book is gorgeous. Look at that. Once again, this book is super thin, just like this one is, as well as a Smurf book. When you have really thin treasuries, it's hard to find them in high grade, and add to the point that these were marketed to little kids, children, make them even tougher. So I have to say that out of all of the Treasury books that I own, these two, these three are the toughest three to find in high grades, and luckily I have two of them. Maybe someday I'll get lucky and find a better copy of this, but for now I'm pretty happy with this copy. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my series on Marvel Treasuries. Thank you. Bye.